You're Near the Wild with Matt Becker and John Norris, recorded in Anchorage, Alaska.
Here, the Japanese are really up-and-coming basketball country.
No, they do. They love it.
Yeah.
That's the one cool thing is actually in Japan, they love basketball and thing, and it's like, to me, it's weird because they'd never be that good at it. They're short people.
Yeah, but I guess
mean, they're good against each other.
But I guess it's relative. If they're playing against a bunch of other short people, like
No, that's my point. But all of a sudden, a guy that comes over as an exchange student is all of a
Sure.
sudden a ringer in your country.
sure.
He's just, I don't even really play, but I can beat you guys.
And you would think it'd be popular just until the Olympics come around, and then they're just like, wait, we're not good at this. We should stop.
Right.
Let's stick to ping pong and karate.
I thought the Chinese were the ones coming around with the basketball
Yeah,
skills.
Chinese people, but they're just
And North Korea.
they're everywhere.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
They,
they're really into it.
Oh, Dennis Rodman, they're big.
They
fans.
were so into it, they brought Dennis Rodman over to somehow lead the state into, I don't know what the fuck. What was it?
He's our unofficial ambassador to North Korea.
Yeah, actually, he picked himself for that. The State Department still goes, whatever.
He's good at making friends.
Well, what's his name? John Il-un? Jung
Jung
Un? Had his uncle executed.
Well,
Yeah.
How awesome was that?
I know.
That's like Bond villain type of bullshit.
Oh yeah.
No, but that was a big
If
deal.
he'll kill his uncle, think about what he'll do to you.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but they said he'd gotten to the point where he was the uncle was so out of line, and he was doing drugs. I mean, he was doing everything you can probably think of, because he was second in command. And they went, "What are you going to do about this?" He goes, "Kill him." But do you see his wife, the widow now?
The uncle's widow?
Yeah. She just got a nice state job,
The widow
government job.
Licking envelopes?
So they go, it looks like her head's still safe for now. I was like, they wouldn't say how they execute it, but they kept referring to chopping heads off. And I go, I think you're kind of telling us how they did it.
Kim Jong-un. That's what I meant to say.
That's what it was.
Kim Jong-un.
Because his dad's name was Kim Jong-il.
Yeah.
Which I always thought was funny because they die off at such a high
huge
rate.
Kim Jong-il, huge movie fan. There's a really great article floating around the internet about how Kim Jong-il kidnapped a filmmaker from South Korea and made him live in North Korea and make like all these crazy movies, like a Godzilla parody, like North Korean Godzilla, and it's
like a weird Willy Wonka,
yeah,
Oompa Loompa type relationship.
Yeah, but could you imagine being kidnapped and they go, okay, now make films.
Make these films now.
This ain't so bad.
All right, we're going to make It's a Wonderful Life, but no Santa.
You must join me.
I don't think that would work. Shut up and work. The State Department's calling, and they're like, do you still have that film guy? He's only had like a few little films. They're like, well, I mean, if you want to let him go, let him go. If you don't, that's cool too. I mean, he's not like a contractor or a religious figure. He's a bad filmmaker. Keep him.
He was in his Artur phase when you kidnapped him, so we're done. We're done with that.
It's not really worth anything.
Well, here we are. We are definitely near the wild.
Oh, this is a real test of the near the wild principle, because it is about currently -6 in the bus.
Yeah.
Colder outside.
The microphone is just going to freeze to our hands.
I don't even think we have hands left.
We'll
It is
just go until we
It
can't.
is definitely I'm in the middle of we're moving out of state, and I knew I needed a pair of gloves for this out here, because I mean the microphone, we don't have those crane microphone, boom microphones or anything like that.
No,
we're holding
we're
metal
handheld.
here.
Metal.
This
And
is indie.
All I could find was Greg holds up one gloved hand and one ungloved hand. So I'm sitting on my other hand. Yeah, it's
This is brutal.
it's pretty cold.
It's I don't know. It's hovering. It's around 0 tonight.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
It's definitely.
Both our cars wouldn't start today. Went out to start them, and the hoods were both frozen shut.
Oh, my car was mad when I started it.
So it was a very interesting.
Just so you know, it was 10 below last night, and that 10 below means it's 42 below freezing. That's my Southern California surfer math.
Yeah.
I keep seeing 0. I'm like, it's not that bad. Wait, 0 is way past freezing
Yeah.
when you grow up with the Fahrenheit system.
Yep.
So
You've lost a lot of temperature
I
when
know
you hit
that
0.
that's really obvious, but at the same time, that's when you take pause and you go, wow, snowbird time.
Yo,
Yeah.
This reinforces your decision to leave, though, right? You're pretty stoked now.
I didn't decide to leave because it got cold, but I'll tell you what, we're leaving on the winter solstice, the coldest, longest day of the year.
That's true. That's a brilliant.
The 21st of December is our last night in town, and then everywhere else is warmer. And I don't know. I'm leaving for opportunities. I'm not leaving because of the cold, but man, it's sure.
I'm leaving.
I move a lot. I move every 3 to 5 years. This is the most brutal, and I don't have anything. I got a couple guitars and some gear and some sport jackets. But I'll tell you what, in the below zero is worse than in the snow, in the rain. This is absolutely the worst. Yeah. Because you got to go outside and do shit that you don't want to do anyway.
Oh yeah.
And everything hurts.
It's not as fun as going outside and podcasting.
No.
I mean, thank God we have a bus.
Thank God we had this. I'd be next door packing.
You got plenty of time. What day is it? He's got an Advent calendar for leaving.
Oh, you're good.
But we do have Coco. So
I'm John Norris.
I'm Matt Becker.
And I'm Greg Chaille.
Hello.
And this is our podcast from the December podcast.
This is the day is December 17th.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't say the dates.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't say the dates.
No, because it shows how slow I am at editing.
Oh, scratch that.
Yeah.
But the point is,
this is December, and I'll just say all the numbers between. You just get it up when you can.
There you go.
We'll be clocking 2013 out.
Yeah.
I'm so over 2013. It's been a year of just weird shit. I mean, I haven't had that bad a beat from it, but all around me, there's
I've been okay. I'm sure lots of people have had a bad time.
I got that thing going where there's going to be snot on the end of this microphone before this is over. I can feel it, and all I have is the one glove, and I'm using it to hold the microphone. So there's nothing. I'm just letting you guys know right now.
You are the reason I'll never buy a 3D TV. That very statement, whether it's in porn or audio, I don't want to hear or see it.
Well, there's going to be a money shot sooner or later.
Oh yeah.
Snot sickles.
So Greg's moving. I too am moving. I'm moving into my my girlfriend's house on January 1st.
Oh,
that is great.
So
what happened? Well, I mean, what made the change?
She has a roommate who's moving out, and I'm spending $60 a week just driving back and forth from her house to my house. So tired of giving Conoco all my money. I'm just moving in there.
There you go. This is great.
I think it'll be good. She'll probably start to hate me after a couple of weeks.
It's a new year.
Yeah.
What's your New Year's resolution? Don't move in with your girlfriend.
After maybe we'll have to edit this, but after you agreed to move in, or you had the conversation, were you at any time between then and now, were you second guessing and going, maybe this was a little rash?
I did, but not in like that I don't want to live with her. I'm just convinced she won't want to live with me.
Oh.
So I think it'll ruin the relationship. Don't get me wrong. I think this is the death knell for it. But
you were second guessing her decision.
Oh, yeah.
Not yours.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she said yes because she felt pressured. So I think it's going to end poorly.
But at least you're pushing the relationship.
Yeah. So, let's not just stay here. Let's move forward. Let's have you figure out how much I actually drink.
Oh.
So,
would that be an issue? I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the winter.
It's winter.
Yeah,
what does everyone do out here?
You find that out when you move in. Oh, I didn't realize all that time you didn't come over. It was because you were drunk. Oh, well, yeah. Well, I could play video games if that helps.
She puts a breathalyzer on the deadbolt out front.
We need to stop drinking. I love when they say that. We need it. No, I'm good. No, we need to. We need to do this together. We're going to quit smoking, quit drinking. We're going to start the year off right.
Actually,
and you need all this stuff.
Actually, I was thinking about ratcheting it up a little bit. Is there any way that we can have 2 beer bongs hanging down from the ceiling?
I really feel like I took it easy in 2013. I was trying. 2014 is my year where I really see how far I can go.
I bought it on Amazon. It's a keg of hookah. It's a keg of beer with a hookah test.
A hookah raider.
Yeah, people love them. But we are going to need to put in more vents. Do you cook at home? Do you guys cook?
Yeah, I cook a lot.
Yeah.
I love cooking.
Yeah. It's
What's your meal? What's your go-to?
Recently, it's been chili. I've been making a lot of chili, but like
you make it with beans.
Yeah,
it's not really chili.
I throw beans in there.
I'm
trying to spread my dollar. You know, I can't
No, I
afford
get
all
it.
this fancy meat.
You don't want to make chili? Make that.
Yeah.
No, that's Becky makes it. She does it beanless, and she'll do the full meat thing, and she'll cook the meat down for days and stuff, and it ends up it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a time-consuming project, but it's really good once you start like making like the chili paste from scratch. Use like dried chilies, and it's worth it.
You're like
Yeah.
crushing stuff up like in a mortar and pestle.
Yeah,
and-
I like to do like I kind of like DIY projects more than I like cooking. I like things that are just gonna take like all day, so it's my excuse to not like meet people places and answer my phone like, yeah, I was making chili.
I started doing something that I don't know what it's called, and I don't even know if it's good anymore. But it takes a long time to make. You do it in a slow cooker, and I'm just gonna run this by you guys. I haven't really told anyone about this other than Tracy, who I live with, and I know that she now doesn't eat it. There's a thing where she'll take a bite, but I'm pretty sure when I turn around, she's spitting it into something. And that's not to say it doesn't taste good. She just kind of just a little bit more picky about what she eats. I get a smoked ham hock, and I get them to cut it in fourths so they're smaller chunks, and that's basically a pig's foot without the knuckles. Like not the without.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not an
the-
animal.
not
I'm
the clove
Yeah.
hoof.
I'm not Satan.
Civilized people over here.
I soak those and and then I put that in a crock pot on high with the big cans of baked beans, like hickory beans. And then I throw some carrots and celery in there too, and some onions. And then I just let that go down to really, it's like a goop.
Yeah.
And all of the fat and everything, it all comes off.
Yeah, that
off
renders off. And,
yeah, it comes off, and it's real gooey, but it is very tasty.
And do you like spread that on toast or?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting how you said that.
Yeah.
That it is very delicious on an English muffin.
Okay.
There you can eat it. Well, you can eat it for 3 days straight, gentlemen.
So
For
basically,
every meal.
No, that's what I was gonna say. That was my problem when Becky makes chili. She makes this incredible chili,
and then you eat chili.
but then I eat chili for 4 days, and finally she goes, "Oh, you didn't finish the chili." I'm like, "I've been eating it every meal. It's incredible," but there is a timeline.
my intestines are telling me to stop.
Yeah.
But I like
his goo. I remember his goo.
I like your goo. It sounds
Yeah.
it's just pig fat and brown sugar basically.
There's a lot. I've actually added a little more brown sugar.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like the way Dexter would get rid of a body.
Absolutely.
But in the end, he pulls the bones out and he goes,
Yeah.
"Hey, have some." And then you
put it on
when
toast.
when he turns his head, you spit it out.
Toast points, sir. Take off your top hat and enjoy some toast points with Greg's goo.
You might want to get a better name. Remember,
Greg's
strawberry tickle.
Greg's goo. Yeah, I don't know if FDA would let you bottle that.
It is.
It sounds like something the astronauts would eat.
Yeah, you make it into a stick,
You could put it in a
foil wrap it.
put it in,
That's a good idea.
in one of
Freeze it.
those pastry squeezers and just drive around with it.
Oh yeah,
You
pastry
just squeeze
shell.
it right out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a
Just hang it from
Go-Gurt.
your rear view mirror.
It's like, have you seen Go-Gurt? Those like tubes of yogurt.
Sure.
Yeah. You
Fill
know
up
what?
some tubes.
You know the one that's never come out that I can't understand why they haven't done this? You know Cheese Whiz, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
Comes up.
spray cheese.
Yeah, but why haven't they done cream cheese in a spray can?
That's-
Because then you can just done.
That's actually a really good idea.
Brilliant. Done.
And that would go
and
really
you wouldn't
good.
even have to refrigerate it.
That would go good on a goo toast
Oh, are
point.
you kidding me? We're talking about add to it.
That classes it up.
You have 2 top hats, sir.
I don't know what to call it. I basically decided I'm going to stop doing it
Well, I have
until
a-
I find out if this is even.
I have a
Should I
feeling-
be eating those?
No.
That part of the pig?
I have a feeling
why
as
not?
you progress your way down to warmer climates, this might not be as good.
Yeah, it might be less good.
Oh, it's a hearty, warm, filling thing
Yeah.
that really staves off
Well,
dying.
God
as you
love
move
me.
down to warm, just throw some pineapple in it in a warmer climate, and it becomes
Or-
a tropical treat.
As you get closer to the equator, the
Yeah.
spice level goes up.
God loves my wife, but first week in Costa Rica, she always do this. She goes, "Do you want me to make lasagna?" I go, "Yeah, in 80-degree weather, yeah, lasagna sounds like a topper." That's brilliant. Could you? How about just some beans? I'll just have some beans in a cracker.
I'm gonna beef stew.
I don't even eat when we're down there. It's just like we have eggs in the morning, and that's about it.
You've got the Lozano vegetable sauce.
Yeah.
That's, are you familiar with this, John?
Lozano?
Lozano. It's a.
Is that like it's like a banana? No, I don't know
No.
what Lozano is.
No, it's
There's no bananas in it.
no.
Where did you get banana?
No.
Lozano is like I guess you would reach for it if you were like reaching for like tapatio or
Right.
something, but it's not spicy,
No.
but it has a lot of flavor. And it says on the bottle, from what I can tell from the small
From your-
Espanol I
from your
have from
broken
high school.
Spanish?
It's like a vegetable sauce, but that's misleading. You don't put it on vegetables. You put it on like eggs.
Well,
and
that
stuff
just
like
means
that.
it has some sort of vegetable in it.
Yes, that's what it's mashed up
Yeah,
vegetables.
and it's really good. And you put it on everything. And once you get hooked on it, then you really want it. So we always bring it back. It's available here.
you
but
can
when
buy
you're
it
at
online.
Yeah,
Huh.
but when you're in Costa Rica, and it's inexpensive, it's like $3 for a huge bottle.
Yeah.
So you buy it there because it's like $14 here.
Yeah.
So you go, all right, I won't. I brought one home, and I, like an idiot, I stuck it in my carry-on bag. It gets all the way through, and they did some new thing last year because I fly first class. They go, oh, you and you and you, we need to go through your bags again. And you think it's random, right? I'm going, well, that was random. They grabbed this lady over here, him. I look down. She's got a card with my name on it.
Oh wow!
I'm in the crowd
The
waiting to board the
TSA
plane.
The TSA
Yeah.
has your. Oh.
And my name, I go, wait, I took a picture of it because I had my name. I go, why are you selecting me out? Oh, it's just random, sir. Random, it's got my name. And I took a picture. She goes, you can't take pictures. I go, too late. Do you want my camera now? But so I got it, and they went through it, and I fucking got all the way through with this family-sized bottle of Zano in my bag. And they pull it out, and they go, well, you can't have this.
What,
And I'm like, oh, fuck, I thought that was in my other bag. And so they go, well, we're just going to keep it. I go, no. I opened up, squeezed it in the garbage, go, there. Now it's yours. You're just shoplifting is all you're doing. You're not looking for security. Hey, that guy's got some nice cufflinks. Get him over there.
you over here.
Unbelievable. But yeah, that was.
The break room was out of spicy sauces.
Oh, yeah.
But we bring it back, and it's one of those things. I think it's a seasonal thing because we bring it back every year. And I looked in our cupboard, and we still have one from the first year we went. I was like, oh, what year is this?
I'll eat it.
2001.
I'll eat it.
Throw it on the
Lozano.
goo. Throw it on the goo.
This was a must-have when we left.
We are going to use this every day.
Yeah.
It is delicious, and
Yeah.
it is available online.
Feet are cold.
So-
How about you guys?
Oh yeah, no, this one really is a test because this is really cold. I
We're
mean,
hoping we can
we're not big whiners.
catch that crowd that watches like Ultimate Alaskan Survivor on like Nat Geo and Discovery Channel. If we can get that crowd listening to the podcast,
Yeah, this is
What?
we are completely survivalists at this time. At
We
one
are.
point, we're gonna drink our own urine.
you guys haven't started drinking your own urine yet.
Well, mine froze.
I've been watching this show. It just second season just came out. Naked and Afraid.
I just saw that for the first time.
That it seems like a joke. Like they put this together as like Tosh.0 or something
Yeah.
like that. But it's for real. They just dump these people off. They dump them off one at like on separate parts of the island, and then like the guy and the girl both have to rendezvous in one spot. Have you seen this, Becker?
No, I've never seen it.
And before they get off the boat, they get to like Borneo or they've Costa Rica. They did one. They get them to an area and they go, all right, you strip and jump in the water and then go like down the beach until you find the other person. And then they spend 21 days.
And the one I watched, so they're all survival experts. I guess
Well-
they say they are. And then the one
That's
I watched,
a relative term I've discovered.
and then there's one girl who is like a survival. Oh, and they also rate their like they call it the personal survival rating or something.
Yeah, the PSR.
The PSR.
Yes.
And this one girl had a whole resume of how she can survive. And then when it came time to do stuff, all she did was lay on the beach and let other people feed her. And her PSR dropped pretty low, guys.
Pretty low.
But she was also the hottest person on the island, so that tells you something, too.
There were two people on the
did they
island.
have
One of them
clothes?
was a guy.
One of them was a guy.
So are they naked?
It
the
was
whole
a close
show?
run.
Until they make something to.
I mean, can they steal clothes?
No, there's no one around.
There's no one around?
No.
No.
There's just
That'd be a different show.
I thought they were dropping them right by Club Med, and they had to just work their way. Hey, what's up?
It is. They put some kind of modesty wear together. It's never anything. There's a lot of blurring going on.
There's a lot of ass crack. There's lots of like, okay, we got to walk up this hill, and the camera guy's always behind them, so you see an ass crack, and they just blur the dangly bits.
What's worse is we have to slide down this. You're sliding on bare ass skin going down the mud. It's it's something else. But it is an interesting show, and I guess we'd be enhancing our PSR rating by being in the bus.
Yeah. I mean,
We'd probably go down.
We
what
might
the fuck
have-
you guys doing? There's a house right behind you.
Yeah, but
we might have to be naked, and then we get exposure, and we could die pretty quickly in here. But
oh no, I could see
it's worth the
actually.
PSR points.
I think if you spent a weekend out here, you'd be dead. It's just,
just in here for an entire weekend, like putting on the lion mask and just every like bit of costuming you have in here to stay warm.
Bitching about the Wi-Fi signal.
I called Sicily's 45 minutes ago.
Where the hell are they? I said in the back.
Yeah, that one guy that I think it was a native guy, and it was out here, and I don't think it wasn't snow like it is now. It wasn't the dead of winter, but it was definitely cold. Didn't get below 0, but he stayed alive for 2 days. He stuffed dried leaves in his jacket to create an air buffer, and he stayed alive for 2 days.
Yeah, it was just
until he
like
was
snow
found.
machine broke down or something,
Yeah,
right?
so,
Yeah.
just one of those stupid things.
It was one of those real basic survival
Yeah.
things where you go, I never would have thought of that. Because you think it'd be itchy. Really itchy.
It's way more inconvenient being frozen to death than itchy.
I mean, I don't know.
But it's probably
I've only done half of that so far today.
It's either way. It's probably not very comfortable.
No.
You don't stick some leaves in your jacket and like, oh man, I could take off a couple layers.
No, but I'll tell you, if you thought you should have, it's too late. Damn, I should have done the leaf thing. That's like, remember they cut a moose open. They get inside to stay warm.
Oh, the tauntaun.
Yeah.
In Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Have you either of you had to start a fire without like matches or lighter or anything like that?
Oh, yeah.
What did you do?
I actually do that. I do that in Costa Rica. I'll do
No,
it.
not flash paper.
No,
and
no,
your
no, no,
magic
no,
stuff.
no, not. Yeah.
Ooh, he puts on a
Yeah,
wizard
woo.
hat.
Open a wallet, boom, big flames. But no, it's I do it with down there because you see all those things on the survival thing. But broken piece of glass,
Yeah.
and then there was one where you take just water and shoot it
Plastic
through the
water bottle?
Yeah, and that's great. Is they got such dry little leaves down there. You know, the grass and stuff is all dry. So I make these little piles, and that's what I'll do in the mornings. I'll just come out and go.
No, I remember us trying to do
Get it
that
going.
and it not working.
Yeah, I mean,
The second year that I went down
Yeah.
to Costa Rica, we were at your place. There's a picture of us
trying.
trying. Yeah.
That's when you get good at it. See, long after everyone leaves, Matt gets every day and sees if he can start a fire.
That's the secret.
Have you ever, John, had to start a
Yeah,
fire?
I took a when I was in high school. I think my freshman year, we would go to like a survival camp type of thing. It was down on the beach. It was very
Like Scared Straight?
yeah. It was for young criminals. Mostly, it was just they would just have convicts chase us through the woods. No, it was a survival camp thing on a beach where basically we learned how to like build a lean-to and start a fire.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started a fire with like a stick and like a bow. You like wrap
Oh,
some.
the bow one where you spin it.
Yeah, you spin it on some.
Yeah, the spindle and
Yeah,
you got a
spindle
little
and
piece
some
of wood
leaves,
on the
get
top.
some-
Yeah.
And
Smoke
flint
and
rock,
friction.
Get some flint rock, and then
No rock on
No
that.
rocks.
kerosene,
Just
strike it in
Yeah, you
matches.
get some matches and a lighter.
and then you throw that bow away, get that stick out of there.
You get a Duralog
Yeah.
to keep it going all night.
Why don't they put an auto start in the Duraflame log, like they do with the flares?
Oh,
You just
yeah.
strike
We
it,
just strike it.
and it just lights the Duraflame log.
That's the second great idea today.
Telling
Becker.
you, I'm telling you, I can't wait till 3D printers come out. Do you see there's a 3D printer? They print it out on their 3D printer and send it to you. Most of the frame of it is all made with the 3D printer you're going to buy. So they go, hang on, your order's coming.
They're gonna put their robot technologies in that, and then we're gonna have cyborgs that are building each other, taking us over.
And they're still going to work for $11.50 an hour.
yeah,
Get used to it.
getting paid more than me.
Sorry.
And we'll still have to wait for shit to come.
How funny is this? I had somebody argue about McDonald's where I go, if you still eat at McDonald's after the fucking CEO of the company said, oh, don't forget, here's how to tip your pool boy and your au pairs, joking about the fact that they're all desperate for fucking if you don't think they're shoving their dick in your food, if you don't think you're getting the biggest ass crap mac you've ever seen, it's your fault. It's your fault. I dare you to eat there.
I ate there today.
What'd you have?
I'm moving. She put all the pots and pans. I can't find anything.
Did you get a McChicken?
No, I just a cheeseburger.
Just a burger.
Want me to supersize it?
For those of you at
sat
home, he did a rubbing motion.
It was a rubbing motion.
Yeah. Put some hair on it. Every time they spit or whatever on some cop's burger, do you see what they do now? Because it used to be cops knew that they were getting loogies on their burger. They just knew it.
Oh, yeah, you have to
Wouldn't
know.
be the kid with the neck tattoo, would it? But you know what they do now? If they suspect that, they look at the burger and they take it down to the lab and they have DNA test run on it. They come back and tell the kid we need to swab your DNA, and they charge him with felony assault.
Really?
How funny is that? High tech. A $3 burger now costs $68 in processing fees just to throw a kid who's probably, when he gets out, only going to be able to get a job at McDonald's. He's back to work the next day.
Well, I'm glad the lab is busy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I just think it's funny.
You know how many cops order lunch every day?
Yeah.
That's a lot. You know what? They're not busy. They're backlogged.
Yeah, we'll get to your murdered wife when we can.
Yeah.
I've got 12 Whoppers to go through today.
That's just
Hey,
lunch.
hey,
We're not talking night shift.
Hey, he raped my food, okay? This has
This
priority.
is still a rape case, sir. I must remind you, this is still a rape case.
Also, taxes are going up because we need more rape kits.
Yeah, we need a bigger lab. These guys eat out 3-4 times a shift.
Hand me the Big Mac rape kit.
I would never eat Chinese food if I was a cop. You can't tell if somebody already spit it when you get it normally.
You can hide anything in there.
Oh, how much DNA is in every order of sweet and sour chicken? You have no idea.
I love that. No MSG that you know of.
My brother once ordered a burger from one of these places that has a square patty, and
Like a Wendy's.
there was similar to a Wendy's.
Mm-hmm.
There was a key in it
A real key?
in the burger.
Did he
Was this
find
the-
what it was? The door? The
There
door
was
that it unlocked?
like the tip end of the key, but I mean there was a good like an inch of it, right? There was an amount of a key that you could tell it was a key, and we were young. I mean we were like 18, and when I guess that's an adult,
Yeah, actually.
but
yeah.
we certainly didn't act like
Kids.
adults. We went up there and said like, hey, I ordered a cheeseburger. I didn't order a key, and he got like another burger, and we felt vindicated.
Ha!
Somehow that see, that's what you do when you go up and you call them on it. It's like
You find a penny nestled under your pickles, you tell them, and they'll give you a free burger.
no, I need a pickle. That was
Just
a
a
penny.
pickle.
But that's the thing. Remember that one time the lady did find a finger? There was a finger. Remember there was a lie one.
Yeah.
There was the lie one.
The
But
mouse.
there really
No,
was
someone
one.
put a mouse
yeah.
in there, yeah.
But there was one with the finger, and after there'd all been so many scams, everybody discredited this poor lady, and they went, "You didn't find a finger in your goddamn soup." Anyway, finally they go, "Oh, at the factory where we get the meat from, a guy was carrying 2 buckets, the ring buckets full of slop.
Yeah.
And one bucket fell, and it cut his index finger off. And there was a workman's comp claim, so they went to the processor. And this is how good her lawyer was. He got a hold of the processor and said, "Have you had any workman's comp claims?" They go, "Well, we did have a guy lose a pinky or a finger." And they went, "It wouldn't be this finger, would it?" But this poor lady was getting death threats. Who calls and goes, "You're going after corporations, you bitch. Why would you attack them for just leaving a finger in your food?"
Corporations are people, Becker. That's what you're forgetting
if
here.
the guy didn't have a problem losing a finger, what do you complain about?
Yeah, 9-finger Tony, he got a settlement, right?
That's it. But I just thought it was
Tony
funny.
should sue her for stealing his finger.
Yeah. Possession's 9/10 of the law.
They probably didn't run DNA on the finger, though. They're too busy. It looks like the right finger. We'll call it good. Do this. But yeah, I just thought all those scams. We used to know a kid that Huggy Bear. He used to go and do the whole scam where he'd go, "Oh, we got our order. It was wrong." He'd call back, and he never actually had an order, but you do it right after the big lunch rush.
Mm-hmm.
And he got so outrageous with it. He goes, "Yeah, it was 14 Egg McMuffins, 13 this, 6 drinks," and he would go in and come out with it.
Yeah.
And we're like, "Okay, that's wrong." No, I mean it was, but it was unbelievable they did it. Because that's exactly it. Then you go up with a key in there and going, "Hey, I just want another burger." "Well, hang on. I'll have to get the manager." You just gave him $48 worth of food, and you've never seen him before. "I'll just give it to him. Get him out of here." Because he'd go in through a fit. "My dad has an office, and they're waiting on breakfast, and you guys screwed up the order and forgot."
they're so
And they
afraid.
go, "What was
Oh,
the
yeah.
order?" And he's like, "Well, it was," and they go, "We didn't have an order that big." And they go, "That's because you didn't make it."
Well,
And they're like, "But we didn't bring it up either."
Well, then you got an employee problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
all you got to do is threaten, let me talk to your manager, and then you threaten the manager to talk to the regional manager, and then you're gold. Because the regional manager does not want to hear about anything
Yeah, did you
negative
ever
coming.
see that?
So
It's easier to write a couple comps.
Remember
Yeah.
the thing on all the windows? Now they got a thing. "If you have a problem, call me. I'm the owner of this store."
Sure.
Call them.
I've never had a problem.
How'd you
at
get
a
this
fast
number?
food
It's
place.
on the window. You're not supposed to use it. There's a flunky in front. Go talk to him. Click. Waiting on a call.
I've always had good experiences at fast food. Not great. I've not changed my life, but my favorite thing to go into fast food and just order something off the menu, but something that they can make, and just watch them try to figure it out. There'll be a huddle if you're like, "Let me get a McChicken, but with a hamburger instead of chicken," and then they'll be like, I don't know if. Hold on, and you'll just see them go in the back, and they'll huddle up. And then they'll come back 5 minutes later, like, yeah, I gotta charge you for 2 McChickens though, and you're like, all right, I just want to see what'll happen. And then you'll get a McChicken that has the chicken patty and a hamburger patty, but it's worth it just to challenge them a little bit.
That actually sounds delicious.
It does actually.
Yeah, it's kind of like a surf and turf type of deal.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I like to challenge people
Throw a little
to
bacon
break
on it,
out of their
maybe?
day-to-day routines.
Well, do you remember when Kentucky Fried Chicken thought they had a big breakthrough by taking 2 pieces of chicken and sticking it between a piece of bread? Or wait, was it 3 pieces of chicken? They did something.
No, it's Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Instead of
double-decker.
Instead of the buns, they would put patties of chicken.
Yeah.
And then a chicken patty in the
It
middle.
was just the ultimate gluttony where you went, we are going to all die. Or like, well, what we did is we took our food and we put more food around it, and then you just shove it in a hole in the front.
Henry VIII, settle down
Yeah.
there. We're all going to get gout. We keep eating like that.
I was like,
Well, I mean,
how do you comfortably
the thing was
eat
that was a huge thing about how gluttonous everybody was, but then they looked at the calories and they were like, oh wait, that's still less calories than a Big Mac.
Absolutely, because it's more
So-
protein.
Does have
It's
spit
the
on it?
breading. Yeah.
It's mostly spit.
Spit is
To
all
hold the
protein.
sandwich together, they have
Yeah.
to use spit.
No, but that's all those things. They always go after, the almost unhealthy food, and you always click on it. And like Subway gets this rap for being this healthy food. There's a couple of those fucking ones that actually have flavor. Yeah, they're deadly. I mean, they go, we put cream cheese, salmon, and some roast beef, and
Now
then
they-
we deep fry it.
Now they're doing pulled pork.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll take my recipe.
Greg's Goo. Gonna get a foot long of Greg's Goo.
I'll
That
just go
sounds
in,
great.
I'll just go in and order it.
Do you want to toast it? Why, of course.
Some days I only want 6 inches of Greg's Goo, but some days I want a foot of Greg's
Yeah,
Goo.
yeah. Take the whole thing.
There's no way this is personal use. He's got 2 more buckets in the car. You're a distributor, kid.
It does get a little tough. To continue on with the goo, it does get a little tough near the end. Because I'm
Yeah.
sorry to see it go, but then I got to plow through. I got to finish it.
No.
It'd be a disservice to
Well, you know it's not getting eaten by anybody else in the house.
No, it's really
It's
my
like those
doing.
blood balls. Fish are eating them. You're not.
I mean, well, if you throw a fried egg on anything.
Oh,
you're
that's
good to
a
go.
weird one. I never
That's
got that.
breakfast.
Because I do that
it's
here.
It's called a cowboy. Yeah, it can be called a cowboy. I don't know. There's other cowboys too. It's
That is
interesting
what
you
a
said
cowboy
this,
is.
John, because I went to a local burger place right down the street. I don't even know. Is it Burger Cash? The one
Burger
over
Cash,
there?
yeah.
Burger Cash.
Yeah, right there.
Drove
You
up.
win $1,000.
Well, yeah,
every month.
It says $1,000. I've been here this time like just over 4 years. Never went in, and we were heading to the storage unit to grab some stuff. So it's like real quick. We'll just drive in real quick. Place is always open, and it says you can win $1,000. We get menus in the. They go to a lot of extent
They have
to get people to come in.
They
For
have
Burger
pictures
Cash,
of all the
though,
winners.
for Burger Cash, don't you think it kind of has a heavy Asian orientation in it?
Well, that was the thing.
Well, it's a Korean burger joint. Which is a genre of burger joints you can pretty much only find in Anchorage
Or Los Angeles.
or Los Angeles.
Chinatown. I didn't know that there was an affiliation with the Asian bend on Burger Joint, and it doesn't say it in the sign.
No. No, I thought,
$1,000.
I'm thinking burger.
So I pull up and there's a speaker and everything, and I'm like, that it's not one of the fancy ones with the readout, and no one's saying anything. It's 2:00. I mean, they're not closed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I go, wait, there's a Mongolian beef bowl. And then there's like wontons and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, but then they've got the Hawaiian burger and the bacon egg burger,
The
which
British
is
the British
great.
burger.
The cowboy.
So that'd be good too. So I drive up to the thing, and in where the window is, there's still a window, but it's completely covered with the menu. So now I can't even see if there's anyone
This is
in
more
there.
of what you cannot get.
Yes, and it has the menu. And I'm like, yep, everything. And I'm just waiting, and then I'm like, but this is you could put $1,000 giveaway on the sign, but you can't answer the window. That's the breakdown in what's happening
Yeah.
with your joint. And we left.
Most people go in.
And the great
I'll be honest with you.
most people do go in.
Not a lot of drive-up traffic.
But there's
Not that we hear of anyway.
What I love about Burger Cash is when you go in, they have pictures of all the winners
Yeah.
that have won. But for some reason, the pictures all look like they're from like 1989.
yes, the clothes they're wearing.
And sometimes you look at somebody, you're like, wait, that guy was in that other picture. What is going on?
Yeah, a lot of family members.
He's just wearing a hat in this one.
It's got a
the
fake
same-
mustache.
I don't know what was happening, but they if the drive-thru's broken,
We have been
put
there.
a cone up or something.
We have been there before. We went there and played pinball once.
God, that was a long
Do
time
you remember?
ago.
A long time ago.
Oh, my God.
I hadn't played pinball in forever, but I loved the game that they had. It was whatever, Pinball or something. And we go, oh, and we were joking around. I go, how about a penny a point? My first ball goes, whoop, straight down. He goes, yeah, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Next ball, he has a pretty good one. I go next one, boom, straight down. I'm like dirt now. I'm like, it's a 1,000,000-point game, a 1,000,000,000-point game. And I'm at like 192,000. Third ball coming. Bam! I get on a streak. Ding, 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 ding. I rolled the thing, got like 3 games. It was like, he's going, are you hustling me? I'm like, no. Burgers are up. Gotta go. But yeah, it was really funny. But that was the only time we were there. But yeah, that was another one where we were like looking at the pictures going, he gives away a bicycle too.
Oh, really?
And it looks like the same bicycle. Like he goes and gets it back.
Buys it off him.
It keeps getting stolen.
Hey, how about some?
I need your address, sir.
I hope I win another one because I tell you, the last one.
I love that bike.
What's your address? Put your address down. No, do you live upstairs or downstairs? Where do you plan to keep the bike? What? That's a little personal.
It comes with a free lock. Combination? I don't know what this is saying.
This is the only key. Don't worry.
Burger stash. It's a pawn shop. That'd be great. A burger pawn shop.
I like a burger pawn shop.
Hey.
You could buy some used DVDs, 3 for $5, and get a burger. My toes hurt.
Yeah, we're about at that point.
Yeah, let's do a weather update.
Update.
We believe the temperature is going up a little bit because it sucked all the heat from us. So now it's floating in the air somewhere.
I
Yeah.
just realized I've got snow pants on, and my leg has been up against the heater the whole time, and nothing.
Nothing. Didn't even feel it.
You didn't
No, my hand.
you didn't Captain Rowdy your feet, did you?
My hand is on the screen. It's not enough heat coming out of this thing. I should probably just turn it off.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
why waste electricity? We're gonna die.
Global warming. Come
We're
on.
dying.
Stop wasting power.
Yeah. While you guys, I'll do a temp check here.
Yeah. I'm predicting it's 4.
I'm going to say -2. Judging by the frost
dollar
on the
difference,
windows.
Dollar difference? Dollar for anything
I
in
love the
between?
rush of gambling.
No,
Let's do
come on,
this.
let's do this. His phone's frozen.
I'm just.
actually.
Everything's frozen.
It's-
Technology
I
has
guess
killed us.
I don't know what's going on, but it's giving me 2 different temperatures. It says -4, and then it also says -2. So I don't know.
Two throws us right in the middle.
So you owe me like $10
yeah,
now?
no,
or?
it'd be no, because it'd be on the left side of the right one. So
Wow,
it'd be $3, right?
that is the coldest
Yeah.
we've been out here.
Yes.
it is.
Well, this is a record. Yeah, I'm glad you were here for it.
All
You
right.
guys, a week from now, this would never work.
So I
You
guess,
can catch our next episode via Skype.
Yes.
yeah, I think we'll try that.
We're going to try what's called the Devil's Triangle. This is what we're going to plan. I'm going to be on a bus in Costa Rica.
on a bus.
John's going to be on the bus here.
Oh, okay.
We're going to get a better heater, though, John.
Okay,
That's
perfect.
already thrown in the contract. We're getting a real heater. We don't want you to die. And Dana will be here, so she can make you hot cocoa. And then Greg will be in wherever.
I'll be
somewhere.
driving a bus.
He'll be driving a bus
Driving.
somewhere in the lower 48. Yeah. So we're going to try the Devil's Triangle. And then we'll have like one of those maps. Put a map up where it shows
Yeah.
the 3 spots. All right, we're back. This is why Near the Wild is such a great concept. Because in the wild, we'd be dead right now.
Where were we?
Oh, yeah. So what happened?
we were wrapping up, and then the memory card got full. Just at about the time we were gonna just bail out. Of the
Yeah,
bus.
we were done, yeah.
So-
If we had a way to say goodnight, we would have.
We ramped up a little hot cocoa, got another memory card, and Becker, you were going into something.
Oh, I was remembering why I wear gloves when I hold a mic. But yeah, no, that's I was going to say about the insurance companies in general are shady at best. But there was a friend of ours, Amy. She got in a car accident, and it was with Allstate. And Allstate, it was Allstate versus Allstate. But she was sitting at a red light out by the mall, and a girl, 16 or 18-year-old girl, took her dad's SUV and just rear-ended her. When
Plowed
she's
right
sitting-
into
Yeah,
Amy.
when she's sitting at the light, hit her at 60, and trashed her car. Yeah, screwed her back up. So she had to go and get therapy for that, and do everything where they make you jump through hoops. But then Allstate versus Allstate decided they didn't want to pay, which it's Allstate. So they're not even your insurance company anymore. They're now your enemy that you've been paying them. And they're going, well, it's kind of your fault too. For sitting at a red light or for not realizing a girl's going to run into me at 60? Well,
That's
what
not
point would
defensive
it
driving.
Well, she had better insurance than you did, actually.
It was her fault for hiring Allstate.
Yeah. So
Paying them.
Yeah.
So the poor thing, it's going through courts, and they're going to fight her the whole way. And she's like, you got to be kidding me. I did nothing wrong here. And so she ends up getting a court date, and I happen to be going to Costa Rica. So the judge says, well, he's got to be here for it. Because I have to say that I work with her. And
You had something to add to her case, but
Right,
you were going to be on your snowbird vacation, which is 2 months.
And they kept postponing
Down
the
in Costa Rica.
trial. So they finally put it right while I was gone. So I said, well, I'm gone, Amy. I'm sorry. And she goes, well, you have to do this. And I go, well, I'll do it if you can, but I'm going to be in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
So move the trial. And so they end up saying, okay, well, he can do it from there. But the thing is, at this time, we didn't have a phone. And there was one across the way at the soccer field. But they have just old pay phones. I mean,
It's basically like on Green Acres, where he would have to climb the pole to hook up the phone, like with 2 alligator clips onto a thing. I mean, when he says there's a soccer field across the street, that's a pretty liberal definition of a soccer field.
Well, it's just a cleared out patch of
It's
land.
a cleared pasture, and there's a telephone pole that basically there's a way to get a signal to.
much the same way there's a phone, yeah.
Yes.
A string and a cup.
Bring your own phone.
But it's government run, yeah, BYOB. So anyway, so I go, okay, I'll do this. Well, I go try the phone because I'm supposed to do it like an hour call. And you have to put in a 14-digit calling number
Yeah.
just to get
Wait,
an operator
area code,
to
country
then
code,
make
all
your
that.
call. So it's like a huge production on the payphone. So I got the calling card. I'm all set.
It's a rotary phone, too, so it took like 3 days.
Oh, yeah. That's you actually take 2 wires. You tap it out. But so I end up doing it. And then you always get a Spanish speaker in the middle. I got nothing. Hang on. They transfer you to an English speaker. You're like, am I in Dallas now? Anyway, somehow it all works. And I go to make the call. Well, the one across the street from us didn't work. I'm like, fuck, I'm supposed to call in like 20 minutes. I go, the phone's not working. Becky goes, well, go to Santa Cruz. So I drive to Santa Cruz. That was the closest phone we knew
That's the only one.
of. Yeah. So I drive to Santa Cruz, and I get there. They're setting up the festival. You know, the big festival at the bullfight? They're putting up the huge fucking, how big was it? It's huge. It's a ring.
A big bull ring with
made
grandstands all the way around.
Made with sticks. They just put it all together with sticks. It's amazing.
That's another story.
But
Well,
they're
the
building
architect before that wanted to use straw, but they were worried about wolves.
in the
we
town,
should use sticks.
in the town, there's one bank of phones, pay phones. They're building a bull ring right by there. There's also a beautiful juniper tree hanging over me. So I get some shade as a fair-skinned boy now in the middle afternoon trying to make a call to a courthouse in Alaska because it's important to her case.
Because one insurance company wants to sue itself.
Right. Yeah, all for no reason, yeah. So anyway, so I'm trying to get through, and I finally get through, and the judge goes, is this Mr. Becker? Well, I just want you to know you're on speakerphone in the court, and everything you say is going to be blah, blah, blah. I go, yes. And he goes, I can hear some background noise. I said, yeah, that they're building a bull ring about 5 feet from where I'm at. And meanwhile, then 2 mating parrots come and land in the tree, and they're like, quack, quack, brr, brr, pop, pop. And they're like, what's that? I go, those are actually parrots flying over my head. He goes, this sounds quite rustic. I go, it is. And then right as I'm about to do my testimony for the court, and he goes, what's the temperature like down there right now? I said, it's like 80 degrees. I said, and it's beautiful, and it's sunny, and it's very nice. And he goes, okay, don't hold that against him to the jury. And they go, I go, why am I even doing this?
He baited you into
Yeah,
that.
he did. I'm now the hostile
They
witness.
hate you already.
Yeah. So
Can you trust this man who hates Alaska?
Yeah. This man who flees. And so I'm sitting there, I have to testify in the court, and I'm going, oh. And right then, remember, it's election year. So you know how they have the big speakers on the cars?
On
like
the
they
car,
do
yeah.
Everything you see in South America, this guy's going, blah, 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 Miguel for Presidente. And they're now blaring, and he goes, I can't hear you. What's going on there? I go, there's currently a presidential election that broke out. He goes, well, is it going to be done soon? I go, I think they had the voting at the end of the week. So the judge is just like working with me going, this was a really bad idea. Go ahead. So anyway, what's your point? I go, her point is that before she got rear-ended by this chick, she worked fine. And then afterwards, she didn't work as fine. He goes, all right, do you swear to this? And I go, absolutely. Can I go now? He goes, enjoy your vacation. I go, I will. Sorry, suckers. I hung up. But how funny was that? The election starts. The guy's building right there. The only phones I even knew where they were. I'm like, But I did it. But anyway, yeah, that's why insurance companies suck, and you should always try to.
And if Becker says he's gonna call, fucking A, he's gonna call.
I'm gonna fucking call, dude. I don't need a phone. I'll call you. But that was good. That was so funny though, because the whole planning for it. There's a phone over at the soccer field.
Easy. I'll just walk over in my
I'm going over in my
flip-flops.
I had a half
Games
shirt
don't
on.
start till the evening.
I'm drinking a beer. I got nothing to worry about. All of a sudden I get there, fucking no ringtone, no anything. I'm like, what? And then they go, oh, no, senor, the phone don't work. Oh, it hasn't worked ever. Never.
That is decoration.
Would you like to play soccer? Would you like to pay for uniforms? No, I'm going to go find a phone, you fucking fuck. Take it down if it doesn't work.
It's the lack of technology is not their fault. That's why you moved there.
Yeah, no,
so you didn't have a phone.
Oh.
Now you're yelling at them for not having what you left to get away from.
I'm the Unabomber.
Get some cell phones.
I want less technology, but better.
So let's wrap this up, but let's get an update on John Norris's snowbird situation. We've talked about Guam. Mm-hmm. You were talking about ADAC.
Yeah, I've got no movement on that. I'm actually moving just across town to lovely Muldoon.
That's gonna be your summer home.
Is it a little bit south, so it's closer to the equator?
It's actually north.
North.
I'm going north.
So you're not doing what you planned.
But it is close to one of my favorite pizza shops in town. So
that'll help.
Can you feel the heat from the pizza oven?
I will. I'll be there all the time. Muldoon Pizza. See me there, guys.
That's great.
I'll be signing autographs, cocktail napkins.
Mention John's name, get 10% off.
It is one of the cheaper options, just to move closer to a restaurant that has a brick oven pizza.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
it's going to be... But eventually, I'll find a place with a palm tree.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Just
we're fascinated.
I'm still poor, so we're,
one of the criteria was that it was cheap, but not that it's free.
Cheap.
Yeah.
And then it had to be south, and beach is good.
Beach,
you could just sleep on a beach.
You know what? That was always our misnomer when we went down to Costa Rica. We always thought, the beach communities, that's where all the money is. And then we went up north to the farming area.
Mm-hmm.
It was unbelievable. Those guys have all the money in the world up in the north. Yeah. We went up this mountain town. It said the O'Reillys, a traditional Costa Rican family. And we're like, the O'Reillys?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, they had every piece of farm equipment, like John Deere stuff, brand new on slabs of concrete sitting out there, polished to the nines. You thought it was like a showpiece. They had a helicopter pad on top of their house. I went, oh, yeah, those beach people, they're geniuses. I go, Jesus Christ. It was unbelievable.
There's a lot of opportunity out there.
Poor people go to the beach is what my point is. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, well,
let's get out of here. We'll see you guys on the beach. I'm John Norris.
That's it. I'm Matt Becker, freezing.
I'm Craig Chaille.
Frozen.
Stay warm, everybody.
You've been listening to the Near the Wild podcast with Matt Becker and John Norris, recorded in Anchorage, Alaska on Matt Becker's backyard bus. Engineered by me, Craig Chaille. Is that what you want? Is a basketball team?
Mostly, I want a basketball team made up of young boys.